Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am last minute deciding to do this video and I'm hoping to get it up really quickly for you guys, but I have the July monthly subscription kit, and the reason I'm doing this today is because signups for this kit specifically are done at the end of April. So that is on Thursday, and I wanted to show you guys what all comes in the print impression kit specifically and what I do with it and how I use it, because maybe that'll give you an idea of everything that you get for your money, and so that you can see that it's totally worth the price. So Tasia does more of an in-depth video of flipping through every single kit and size on her channel, but I just wanted to run through some of the specifics here that I pulled from her website so that I wouldn't get them wrong before we dive into this. The monthly subscription kit does ship 2 months ahead of time, so this is going out in May, but it's for July. That way you have plenty of time to get everything set up and situated in your planner, and it comes in 5 different sizes. You have the vertical, horizontal, itty bitty, hobo weeks, and print impression. I get the print impression size in this kit because I have a print impression weeks, and this has been more my like on the go in between planner for work and home. With COVID-19 right now, things are a little weird, and this is just kind of my backup home planner. So kind of switched it to social media in a way and keeping track of my color street stuff, but it's definitely not being used the way it was being used, so it is what it is. My kit for print impression is $29.95, but the prices range from $25 to $30 a month, just depending on which size you get, because some things are not available in all sizes, and it is priced that way. Some other things to note is if you order this and something else in your cart, just don't do that, because it messes things up, and it's just easier if you place a separate order for this one as opposed to ordering everything all together. And I think I might have already mentioned this, but signups are from the 20th of the month to the end of the month, and then everything always ships by the 5th of the following month. So order now between April 20th and April 30th, and it will ship by May 5th. Okay, so let's just get into this. I have pulled in some corresponding washi because I use washi in these spreads. And I pulled in, they're all from Simply Gilded, and this has some definitely like pops of bright pink, and then this is like a pale pink heart floaty in it. They all have hollow foil, but there's not a lot of pink necessarily in the kit, but the other colors match really well, so we're just gonna roll with it. So I have that washi. I'm going to decide. Let's go through the entire print impression kit and see everything you get for $29.95. You get this little sticker here with the monthly overview for the calendar. I've had plans on how to use this, but I've not yet used any of these little calendars. I think they're really cute. I just don't know what to do with them necessarily. This is the little freebie that comes with all of the kits. It just has the monthly kit paid and the monthly kit shipped, and then some little character stickers and decorative icons here as well. You get this, which is actually a sticker, a jumbo sticker, and I love that Tasia is offering the jumbo stickers now instead of the postcard style cardstock journaling card type thing, because this just opens up for more opportunities. You can laminate this and use it as a dashboard. You can just stick it in your planner and use it as like an opening part of the month. But there's lots of different things you can do with this as a jumbo sticker, and I super love it. In the monthly subscriptions, you also get the monthly overview kit. So with the print impression, it just has 2 pages, one with all of your wacky holidays, which I don't use in this planner, and then you've got some icons on here, and then you've got your stickers for the base setup of the monthly overview. And then going into the stickers that you get for the actual kit, you do get enough in here pretty much if you are a minimalist style planner to get away with a full month's worth of stickers. Like you will see in my print impression, it is more than enough stickers than I will need for an entire month's worth. So you do get a ton. So you get a wacky holiday for every single day. I tend to use this sheet specifically in my Erin Condren instead of the print impression just because I don't know that I need them in there twice, and I have the Kawaii subscription and the monthly subscription, so it's just a lot. So page 2 goes into your headers, and I only use 1 a day, and I think a lot of people do too with this size specifically, which is why you don't have 3 for every day of the month, if that makes sense. And then you get a lot of quarter boxes and a few half boxes. I really love the dots and the stars in the background. I think it just adds a little extra pop. It just screams citrus to me, so very excited for those little elements in there. Page 3 has your weekly schedules as well as some full boxes. You've got your Bill Do stickers here and then some cute little ice cream stickers there. Page 4 is your checklist. I tend to do 2 or 3 heart checklists. I'm kind of leaning more towards 2. Things just fit a little bit better, I think, if I do 2. So I tend to like slice them off before I lay them down. Page 5 is your half boxes. Everything is functional. You've got some added little decorative elements in there, but you can use all of those stickers. Page 6 is your full boxes. It has decorative and functional full boxes, as well as some half boxes down here at the bottom. Page 7 has all of your icons, your typography, and then half, or I guess part of your date covers here. Page 8 is your weekend banners, the rest of your quarter boxes, your habit trackers. Page 9 is another box of full boxes. They are different, but they are also functional and decorative. You also get your half boxes down here. I'm really excited about this. This is the first time that Tasia has ever done date covers where the date center is colored to match the center of whatever it is that it's going on. I'm very excited to use this. I think it's going to look so pretty. So there's all your date covers, and then you have your bottom washi and half boxes here on page, I don't know, page 11, I guess. It doesn't say, but it's just the bottom washi. So anyway, like I said, I always tend to do the monthly overview first. Although I will say that I don't really use the monthly overview in my print impression, but it's there, so like I might as well use it. So here is what my months have kind of looked like so far. Zoom in a bit so you can see. So there's what I have for May. Really only use like the date covers, the payday stickers, and like when my bills are due. I had been writing in some like important dates. I don't know. I don't use it. But it's here if I need a calendar. Here is June. And then we will lay down July. So I tend to go back and forth like referencing where I put down what stickers, just so I can keep everything the same. So I always start with the big sticker on the side, and I really love this sticker. I think it just, I don't know, I think it just adds a lot to this little tiny spread. You will have some overhang, and I think part of that is because I didn't put the sticker down very straight, and I have more difficulties every time that I plan while I film because I can't lean over as far, otherwise I get my big old head in the camera. So I typically always do have a little overhang at the bottom, just usually not so crooked, but that's gonna have to do. So there's that. Then I line up the dates next, and I just push it over to the side of that sticker, and I kind of line it up at the top and just go from there. Then I put down the other strip, and there you go. So then I have to figure out what is the 1st of July, how many weeks do I need to have like full out here if I have a Monday start, which I do in the print impression here. So let me pull up my calendar. July 1st is a Wednesday. Okay, so I can either use the entire top row to block out, or I can use the entire bottom row to block out. I guess I'll do the entire bottom row to block out. So when I do that, I mean, you're just lining up the stickers in this spot. Sometimes it's not like completely perfect, and I don't know. Just depends on the color of the sticker and the saturation level. All of those things affect the vinyl just a little bit, but it is usually a pretty good fit. Now when I go over to this side, I tend to flip my planner over and line it up with, or I guess butt it up against this sticker here. And you're going to notice just the tiniest bit of overhang at the bottom. I don't care. I'm not messing with it. I'm going to leave it alone. But I am going to put a strip of 10mm washi at the bottom just because I want it to be pretty and I don't want that white space there. So okay, so I know that the 1st is a Wednesday, and I believe I said I would need to start it all the way up here because there are 5 Wednesdays, and that would give me 5. So I'm gonna have these 2 at the end, which I might just throw in this washi here to cover that up, to give her those 2 days. And now I just need to put the date covers on. So I will speed you guys through doing that because it's not very exciting. And I would say it would zoom you in, but then I'm afraid I would forget where you are and I'll be out of frame the entire time. So I wanted to pause right here and talk really fast. You will notice that these squares are definitely larger than the squares already printed on the page. To me, it doesn't bother me at all because could you imagine trying to put down even smaller stickers? Like that would be, personally, I would think it would be annoying. But if you were really concerned about it, you could just not use the date covers and just write in your own dates. But if you made these stickers any smaller, you wouldn't be able to see any of the detail or anything in the picture. So that's just one thing to keep in mind if that's really going to bother you. I always just line it up at the corner because then it covers the entire box and I don't have to worry about it. But it doesn't bother me. But I'm sure it would bother someone because they don't fit, so just be aware of it. I will say that this is probably my least favorite part of decorative planning is date dots or date covers on the monthly overview. It's definitely something that is 100% elective. I definitely would not have to use them, but it's tedious. I don't find it very relaxing like I do when I'm laying down the rest of my spread. It's just actually kind of annoys me a little bit, but I could not imagine putting down these little tiny dates without tweezers, and I just got these on Amazon. I've had a pair before in the past, and when they broke, but I picked these up on Amazon and it was a really good decision. I think I just typed in like crafted tweezers and this is what pulls up. This is the EK Tools for anyone who's super interested. But it's a lifesaver, so. Anyway, I have the 2 extra dates left at the end of the month, so I'm going to just go ahead and run that same pool floaty washi right in the middle again. And I might have to take an X-Acto knife to clean up those edges, but this is where we are at so far. Alright, let's get the rest of this on here. As far as paydays go, if my husband gets paid the 19th, he will get paid the 3rd. Oh sweet, is this one of those 3 paydays? That would be awesome. So he would get paid the 3rd. And then the 17th, which happens to be my payday as well. So I'm not going to put 2 payday stickers just because I know the 17th is when I get paid. And then the 31st. Well, that'll be awesome. Sweet. Okay. What else? I guess the bills. So that's it, pretty much. I mean, that's what I use my monthly overview for. Sometimes Tasia does this as like a functional. You could still definitely write over this. Last month it had like the little box open. May it's same as well. So that's pretty much all I use this for. It's honestly just to be pretty. But yeah, let's go into how I plan for the actual monthly portion. Okay, so let me show you what a week looks like right now. So I typically put in like my work meetings here, and they are color coded by school district, or like I'm part of the early childhood team, things like that. And I have been putting my social media posts in the to-do list, as well as anything that I need for Color Street. And then I fill in the things with like appointments or things that I know are going to take a good chunk of the day. But this is how I set up every single week. It looks fairly similar. So if I go to where I'm currently ending, so I end on Sunday, June 28th. This thing is getting chunky. If you can tell, I mean that'll be 6 months worth of stickers on the left, and then this is 6 months left on the right. So it's going to be a beefy little planner here, but that's all right. So what I tend to do first is put down my date covers and my top header. So let's see how this is all gonna line up, since those date covers are a little bit different, and I'm going to need to start with the 29th. So I am just going to put, oh my goodness, that's super cute, the 29th in there, and the 30th, and there's not 31 days in June, so I'm going to go ahead and just put down the rest of my date covers on here, and I will be right back. Alright, so because I do not run this planner from the first of the month to the end of the month, I'm just kind of rolling with it as it goes. I am not going to be able to use the 27th, 28th, just because that would be on the start of the next one. So that'll start in August, which is a-okay. But let's see how these are going to line up. I'm thinking it will be really close if I put a header down and then put these on top. Kind of want to see how that looks. So let me get out my header. I typically line my header up here, but I'm wondering if it will fit going here. I don't know if it will. I mean, it'll be close for the top, and then on the bottom it would overlap the grid for sure. Yeah, no, it's not big enough, so that's fine. So I will go ahead and put the headers down where I normally do, and then I can put the date cover on top. Now, that being said, I will say it is not my super favorite when I can see the box line from the compression grid above it, but you wouldn't really have that in the Erin Condren, I wouldn't think, at least not in the vertical, so it's okay. Plus those date covers are super cute, so I can forgive. So let me go ahead, and this is where I'm going to put down all of the headers for the next 4 weeks, and then I put down the date covers on top of that. So I have all of the date covers in, and now I go back to the start, and I just realized that I never put the checklist in for June. And then I have this one in May where the weeks just don't line up, right? But anyway, I typically go through the checklist, and I take my X-Acto knife, and I just go through at the bottom of the third one and make a line. And they're never straight, guys. They're never straight. They're always super crooked. But I would prefer to have a 3-heart checklist in my print impression. That way I can always cut it down to make it shorter if it's not what I end up wanting. If that makes sense. If I end up wanting to make it a 2-heart, then I can. But the way color blocking works with what is available, it doesn't always work to have 4 full weeks of color blocked at a 3-heart checklist, and sometimes my 3rd and my 4th week tend to be 2-heart checklists, which is totally fine. Like I said, right now it's not like my print impression is being used in the way that it had been for the first, 2 months of the year. It took me forever to figure out exactly how I wanted to use my print impression, and just kind of karma. Once you figure something out, life throws a curveball and says, okay, just kidding. You don't actually get to have it that way. So anyway, what I'll do is I will shoot to have as many 3-heart checklist weeks as possible, and then we'll go to a 2-heart checklist. And again, I really try hard to color block throughout as much of it as I can, and we will just see how it ends up this month. Okay, so as you can see, I got to the 4th week of using this monthly subscription kit, and I'm not able to get the right color blocking colors at a 3-heart checklist, so I have moved down to a 2-heart checklist, which is a-okay. I feel like half the time I fill up the checklist with something that I've already done or even chop it off, so having a 2-heart checklist does not break my heart. In fact, it gives me more room down here to use full boxes, quarter boxes, half boxes, all that fun jazz, so I'm not bothered by that at all. And as, I don't know if you could even tell, but when I was showing you the week that I'm currently on, in my print impression, I have some days where I have 3, I have some days where I have 2 because I've already chopped off some of the other days, so just because of the way things fit. But I do like how Tasia gives you the full length checklist, because I do know that there are a lot of people that plan in their print impression as a week on 4 pages. I've done it before. Once I figured out how to use my print impression for me, it works to keep it all on just 2 pages, because then I can get an entire year's worth in one. And with it being my on-the-go planner, I think that that's perfect. So, alright, checklists are done. Now I move into either the bottom washi or up the sidebar, and I think I'm going to do the sidebar because it's just laying down washi and full boxes and a habit tracker. So what I do is I take the 15mm washi. Usually I use Simply Gilded just because I have a ton of it already, and the colors, I swear, like Simply Gilded and Sweet Core Design colors always go really, really well together. So I just put it up at the top. I line it up perfectly in the corners. Well, let's not say perfectly. Nothing I do is ever perfect. But yeah, I just do that for all the weeks. And then I always have to refer back to see exactly where I line up the 10mm, but I do the 10mm at the bottom. And then that gives me enough space to do a full box and a habit tracker. And currently I've just been checking my work emails, which I just needed something to track that was kind of work related, and that's working for me right now. So yeah, I just lined the 10mm up at the bottom. Let me show you, and then I'll speed you through the last 3. Just like that. That way it's kind of framing the extra day there, and I will show you when we're all done. Alright, so that is what my week is looking like so far on all the weeks, and now I go through and I put in a decorative full box up in the corner and then a habit tracker. I try to keep colors as far away as possible, and by that I mean, since this orange color is the furthest point from here, I try to make that my full box up here. It doesn't always work out like that because there's not always the, well actually, now that I'm saying that, I'm kind of a liar because I do that on all of them except for this first one, because there is a Hello July sticker, and that is always the same color as this one right here, so it's okay. It truly doesn't bother me. Like I said, this is the planner that I use the least, so I'm looking at it the least. So going into this one, if I have, let me pull out the sheets that have all of the full boxes on them, just so I can see what I'm working with. The greens are the furthest away, so I'll probably use this one that says Chilling and Grilling, which we have gone an entire last summer without a grill. And I told my husband, now that I'm pregnant, like, I'm not doing that this summer. We're getting a grill. So we are waiting for Nebraska Furniture Mart to open back up, and then we are gonna be right there. I don't want to do a yellow one here, but maybe I'll do orange instead, because I haven't done an orange one yet. So we will be getting a grill because I love grilled foods. It tastes so good. And then the last one, I will put in a yellow one. Oh, I like this one. Oh man, sun's out, bun's out. So good. There's lots of good ones. Dang it. This yellow one, it says sunshine in my pocket. Alright, and then I put in a habit tracker down here. Let me pull out my habit trackers. I just try to pick a color that hasn't been used in this area right here, just so that there's variety when it comes to that. I must not have lined things up like super well, because I'm going to end up smashing the habit tracker right up against the full box. I feel like usually I have a little bit of space, so I must have spaced things out a little too far this time, which is fine. And I'll do this one. My habit trackers are always open for discussion. I have my Amanda Rachley Doodle Planner that has a lot of habit trackers in it, so I was trying to find stuff that didn't feel quite so, oh man, what color could we use? Orange wouldn't be too bad. I was trying to find stuff to track that wasn't so redundant with that. When I was trying to cut back on caffeine, that's what my focus was, so I used it in here. I don't know. I've used a bunch of different things in this planner as far as habit tracking goes, so whatever I'm feeling at the point, I guess. I wait till the week to decide. Let's go ahead and put in the bottom washi strips now. And honestly, like, these don't super matter to me, so yeah, I thought it was just centered, but I typically just try to center these. If anything, I try and scoot a little closer to the bottom just to give me a little more space to put overflow stickers down below and have that space there, but that's pretty much it. So I'm going to speed you through putting down the rest of these. Alright, so then the last thing that I do is I go through and I put the weekend banner down here. And again, I just try and pick a color that is different and maybe not so prevalent on here. This one. I always line things up with the K since it is the center of the banner. I just try and center everything. So I'm going to go through and put the rest of those down. Alright guys, so that is how I set up my monthly subscription kit in my Printpression. Obviously it is a couple months ahead of time, so I don't go in and put my plans until like the month before as far as appointments and things like that. Just because I don't know what the world is doing right now. So this is all I can show you as far as what I do. Let me show you the stickers that I have left in this kit specifically. And then I wanted to show you what I have left from my April kit, since I've used that now for 4 full weeks, and it'll kind of give you an idea of how many stickers I have left. So as far as the July kit goes, I didn't use any of the wacky holidays. I tend to use those in my EC, but here is what I have left on page 2. Page 3. all of my half boxes left. I will use a good chunk of all of these stickers, but I definitely won't use all of them. My icons and typography, the leftover habit trackers and quarter boxes, what's left of my date covers, and then the bottom washi page. So I have my April kit sitting right here, so let me show you what I have left after using it for an entire month. Alright, so as far as my monthly overview, these are the stickers that I have left from those. And then, so this is before Tasia cut down on the amount of headers needed in the print impression kit. I think a few of us were just saying, like, it's a lot of checklists, and these would be all the extras that I didn't use. So she listened, and we get less headers now, but more functional stuff. So I still have all those left over. I have all my weekly schedules still, all my bill dues. These are the checklists that I have left. Half boxes, full boxes and half boxes. These are the icons and typography that I have left. Full boxes, habit trackers, quarter boxes, the few date covers, and then the bottom washi page. So I still have a crap ton of stickers left from the April kit that aren't going to get used, so you can definitely get more than 4 weeks in a print impression weeks style planner if you're using it on the 2 pages, on the week on 2 pages, but you get so much. So for under, I mean, right around $30, you get so many stickers. I think it's well worth the money because you get a full month's worth. And other style planners, because I do use the, I do get the Kawaii subscription for my EC vertical, and I can still get quite a few weeks out of those kits as well. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please thumbs it up. Leave a comment down below if you want to see more of these style videos. And I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.